Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to do a quick informal video checking in with everybody, making sure everybody's okay. Let me know how you're doing in the comment sections because I will respond and I would love to hear from you. I hate not being able to see everybody and to be at the store doing my readings, but I have a few updates on that too coming later in the video. But right now, I just want you to all know that I'm sending my prayers out to you, to everyone in this world who may be affected by this virus that's going around. Let's keep everyone in our prayers. Let's send out meditations for healing and prayers for those who may be affected personally by this or maybe have lost loved ones, those who are on the front lines fighting this infection or this virus, that are trying to keep us well. They are working tirelessly on our behalf to keep us well. So let's keep them all in our prayers and in our meditations. And as difficult as I know it can be to stay calm during a time like this, it's really important you do try to control your emotions and stay calm, because staying calm is what's going to help you get through this with grace and ease. And a few ways you can do that is distracting yourself. Try not to over-focus on the news. Get whatever information you need, but then don't over-focus. Don't spend all day in front of the TV watching the news, because it's amazing how even 15 minutes of watching the news, I can feel my energy just depleting. Worry does not make things better. It only can make you sicker, so you want to keep yourself well. So try not to over-focus on things that we're hearing in the news. Take in what you need, make preparations and do your best to protect yourselves and your loved ones, but then distract yourself. Do things now that you're home and you've got all these little projects around the house that need fixing or need taken care of. This is a good time to do those little projects. I've already spent yesterday clearing out closets and clearing out drawers and throwing things out, and it felt good to get something done, and it did help to distract me. And it's a good time to engage in those fun projects that you never have time for, like art, writing, journaling. Maybe you like to do a YouTube channel and you never set one up. Well, this would be the time to do it. You could do a vlog or a blog. Have fun, do things that allow you to release your stress and your anxiety, but in a fun and creative way, and you'll find that that will help to release the tension that you might be feeling at this time, but also give you a certain feeling of accomplishment as well. And definitely don't forget to do your deep breathing and your meditation work. Whenever you're starting to feel the stress overwhelming you, taking those deep, slow breaths, releasing them slowly. And if you can, and if you enjoy meditation, I find it very helpful for me to just calm my nerves. Really, deep breathing and meditation are such great tools to have during a time like this. And remember, you as a spiritually awakened person, as a light worker, have a role in this world. And one of the roles that we play is to hold space for others, to hold a space of calm, peace, and love. So before you go out and engage in the world, get yourself in that positive vibration and ask Archangel Michael, of course, to shield and protect you and to keep you in that space. And when you're engaging with others, it will have an effect on them. So when you go to the supermarket, or you have to go to the laundromat, or whatever errands you might have to make during this time, just being in your space will help others to feel that energy. And I know right now we've seen the news, we've seen, if you watch YouTube like I do, there are a lot of ugly videos out there of people who are fighting because of the fear scarcity, and just behaving badly in general because of what's going on right now, thinking only of themselves, not of others. But when you go into a space where there are people around you who may be fearful, they might not be acting that badly, but feeling fearful, when you hold that vibration of love, it has a calming effect. It does affect them. They could be 20, 30 feet away from you. Your aura is a lot bigger than you think. The vibration, especially when it's a positive vibration, it really extends far beyond you. And people in your space can feel it. And whether they're aware of it or not, it will help to them to calm down, to feel better, to be able to get through this with more ease as well. And don't forget, we're all feeling a little stressed out and unnerved, even people who are good at trying to hold that more positive vibration. We're all human, it gets to you. But people who perhaps don't have the same tools of meditation that we all have, of grounding ourselves, maybe are having more difficult time dealing with their frustrations right now. So when you are out and about, be very kind to people. Understand that if they behave badly towards you, don't take it personally. They're acting from their own place of discomfort and fear. It's not something that you need to take personally. Instead, smile and let them be, and don't agitate the situation. Don't forget too, when you are out and about, if you do go to the supermarket, say thank you to the people who are there keeping the shelves stocked and who are working through this pandemic and putting themselves at risk to be able to put the supplies on the shelf for us so that we can have what we need. And this is often difficult. Now, I'm really blessed. I live alone with my 2 cats. But if you live with family members, being cooped up for any length of time, sometimes even just a weekend, can make most people crazy. So if you are living in a situation where there are multiple people in your home, well, then you might need to give yourself a time out. Try to be extra kind to those you live with during this time. They're feeling stressed just like you are. And I mean, if you need a time out, lock yourself in the bathroom for 10-15 minutes if you have to, or if you can, step outside the house and take in a few deep breaths of fresh air, or even if you can go for a walk in your neighborhood, then do that. Decompress before you react to what you're feeling. Now, if you are a highly empathic person, like I am, you are probably feeling the stress and anxiety that society is dealing with right now. And I have found personally that even when I'm not feeling stress and anxiety, I'm picking up other people's stress and anxiety. And even when I'm not around others, I can feel it. And it's so draining. And I do my protection. Every day I did a video on how to protect yourself as an empath. I will put that at the end of this video. But do your protection work. But do know that we are in a more stressful situation than usual, and life in general is stressful. But this is upping the game about 100 points. So if you feel exhausted, if you feel a need to take naps, do it. It is so draining. It is a good idea to get extra sleep if you can. If you're not going into work, or you work from home and you can get up a little later, allow yourself that time to get some extra rest. Take naps during the day. Recharge yourself. Do things like that will help recharge yourself, but don't let yourself get to the point of exhaustion, because that will stress your immune system, and we don't want that happening during this time. And don't forget to ask yourself, what is this situation teaching us? Now, I personally think the situation is teaching us that we are all connected, that we are one, and that our behaviors and our attitudes will affect others. I mean, in a real world way, if you're careless, you can infect others. We need to be mindful and be compassionate. I think it's trying to teach us, the universe is trying to teach us, compassion for others by restricting our activities, by restricting our actions. We are showing compassion for other people. Now, I'm not afraid of getting this particular virus. For some reason, I just feel I'm going to be fine through all of this. That's my intention, that's my belief. But that doesn't mean I can be careless. I have to be careful because others may not be as strong with their immune systems as I am. And I don't want to infect someone else. I don't want to see someone else getting sick because of my own selfish behaviors. So I do feel this is teaching us to think of others, to show compassion to others, not only to help them not get sick, but compassion when we're out dealing with others who are going through the stress that we're all going through right now. So I do feel that this virus is a lesson for all of us in compassion and in unity. Now, I do have a few updates for you that I think you'll be happy to hear about. The first is, of course, we're not at work. I can't go into EarthSpirit, which kind of kills me, but I kind of create my own little EarthSpirit right here. In fact, Kuan Yin was a statue that I used to talk to. I've had a long history with Kuan Yin. When I first started working at EarthSpirit, she was in the store, and I would always feel drawn to going over to her and silently telling her my worries, my thoughts, and I always felt so much more peaceful and calm after I had those conversations with her. Well, 2 years ago, Chris and Rob gifted her to me at Christmas, and I just love having her, and that's why I'm sitting here in front of her, because I feel the energy from her is so peaceful, so loving, and so calming, and I'm definitely hoping that energy transfers through to you. But we can't go to the store. But the guys, Chris and Rob, were so smart to create an online store for us so that you can do some shopping. If you forgot your sage, if you need some incense, if you need some crystals, they have things on there that they will ship to you so you don't have to go out to the store. Just go to earthspiritnewage.com, and you'll see on the landing page, you'll see all the information about the online store. You can go into the menu and get into the online store that way, but there's also a link right on the landing page. So check out their online store. If there's something you need, don't despair, they can get it to you. The second thing is, I might not be able to go into the store, but I'm still doing readings. I will be doing phone readings from 2 to 8 Wednesday through Saturday. Now, to set up a phone reading for me, the guys were very smart also to forward the calls that go through the store so that they can get those calls and messages, and they will schedule. So you have to call the number that you normally call, 732-842-3855. Call them, they have my schedule, they will set it up, they will explain to you how we'll do the payment. I will use PayPal or Square, and I will be calling you through Skype, but it will be a phone reading for you. And when I call through Skype, just a word of caution, my number is going to show up as restricted. So if you block restricted calls, you're going to have to allow restricted calls for the time frame that I'm going to be having a reading with you. But we can still do our readings. And another thing, because of the situation we're all in, I'm also extending the psychic fair sessions during the week, not just on the weekend. So if you just want a 10-minute quick reading, you just have a single question, I will do it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I wanted to check in, make sure everybody's okay. I hope you're all doing well. If you have any comments, if you just want to reach out and say hi in the comment section, I'd love that. I'd love to connect with you all. I do miss, even though it's only been a few days, I miss being at the store, I miss seeing people. But I do want to connect with all of you, so please feel free to comment, and I would love to hear from you. And remember, you're never alone, even if you're somebody who lives by themselves like I do. I never feel alone. I know my angels and guides are always with me, and thank goodness for social media. We can always connect with each other, which is also very comforting. And don't forget, when you're putting out prayers for yourself and your own well-being, to say prayers for the world, for others, and to send healing energy to the entire world, and to say prayers for those who are coming up with treatments, that they may do it quickly so that we can get through this more quickly and less people will be affected by it. And for all those who are affected, and for all those who have lost someone because of this virus, our prayers are with you, and we are holding you in our thoughts and sending you great love. Thank you so much for listening, for joining me, and please, everyone, stay safe, be well. Blessings.